Gary's obviously talked about in his opinion, having trouble lining up fights. How much do you buy that, knowing the division?
No, I don't think it's a matter of lining up the fights. I think it has to do with his hand injuries. I think he wants to make sure that he's 100% every single fight, because the 126-pound division is a tough division, man. You can't take any of these opponents lightly. You got to be 100% every time going out. And I think that his hand injuries are the problem. So I think it's not making the fights happen because of that.
How's your experiences in Olympic kind of help shape your professional career and help you?
It actually helped me out a lot, because I was able to see every type of style inside that ring. I was able to see the tall range. I feel like overall I've seen everything, and now I'm ready for Gary Russell Jr. I'm ready to adapt to his speed and adjust to his style and come out victorious.
All right, good luck.
Excuse me, buddy. Did you have a question for JoJo?
I'm going to talk to Dan.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I know you're trying to cut me off.
No, I wasn't. Oh, okay. No, I seen Brian. No, brother, I seen Brian over there, and I just wanted to know if it was wait for. No disrespect, my man. I won't do that.
Okay.
So you think?
Hand speed. I saw you sparring in my gym, preparing for your last fight. Perfect timing versus hand speed. Who comes out victorious? That's basically what this fight gonna come down to. Both of y'all guys gonna land great shots on the inside, but can Jojo Diaz land that left hand in between his 2-3, in between his 1-2? That's what this fight comes down to, I believe.
Yes.
I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy with a camera.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
I mean, Gary Russell Jr., he's very fast, and I have great timing. I'm able to, and not only that, I'm able to adjust to styles. And Gary Russell Jr., I know that he has an explosive style. I know that he likes to land his ferocious hook, and I know that he's very fast with it, and he likes to counter as well. So I'm just going to go out there and do what I do best, man. Go out there and adjust to his style, counter punch him, break him down mentally, physically, and wear him down, take him to the point where he's never been, and come out victorious.
You know what? I'm going to change pace a little bit. I watched the May 4th fight, and I said, honestly, Jojo Diaz is the best. I think you're the best boxer in Golden Boy. And I said, how in the world this guy is headlining a fight in LA and Jojo Diaz is ahead of fight in LA? I'm like, you're the best. I think you're better than Canelo. I think you're more skilled. You're an Olympian.
Thank you.
And I was kind of insulted for you. I know you probably got to be PC about it, but I was just insulted for you that he's headlining before you guys put in all the hard work, gone to the Olympics. Dad learned boxing from the soil, got out of his truck. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do understand. But Ryan Garcia, he's a tremendous fighter as well, and he has a great fan base, and they wanted to test that out. And I mean, he put on a great show. He fought Jason Velez, and he has a lot of learning to do. He's still young in the game, but to me, I personally think he's a good fighter, and he's gonna do well in the rankings. But with me, man, we really don't care about that. We really want what it's truly going to make me happy, and that's to get a real title shot. So it doesn't really matter that he sold out. I mean, he had his first sellout at the Step Bar and anything. That none of that matters to me, man. I adore his success, and I wish him the success. I want him to be successful, but what truly matters to me is getting that WBC belt around my waist, and then I could deliver great fights to the fight fans in LA.
Now let's talk about the green belt. I mean, obviously, if you're a boxing fan, you know it originated from Mexico. You know the headquarters of Mexico. I know that has something to do. That may have had something to do with your emotion in the ring, being from El Monte, being of, I believe, Mexican descent. Can you elaborate on the importance of the green belt for you?
Yeah, when I was, I believe when I was like 15, 16 years old, I used to watch Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, all these guys fight. And I always used to tell my dad, damn, that green belt right there, I want that belt, because it just stands out, it pops, man, it just looks nice. And then I started looking into it and started looking at the WBC organization, knowing that it came from Mexico, knowing that I am Mexican American. It's more inspirational, and it's more motivational and more emotional for me now, knowing that I'm fighting for that title, and for me to bring it home to LA, where there's a lot of Mexican based out there. It's gonna be great, because I'm gonna be delivering great fights, not only for the Mexican fans but for all boxing fans in general. Yeah, I want to be a boxer that is selling out arenas for all ethnicities, everybody, all boxing fans.
It's a little special when a Latino has that belt. I'll be candid. Moving forward, June 9th. Who wins that fight and why?
June 9th, man, that's a tough fight.
Will you be there, first of all? Will you be there?
No, I'm not gonna be there. Yeah, I'm not gonna be there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching on TV though.
Sure,
I'm gonna
I
be
know you
watching
will.
on
I know
TV,
you will.
tuning
Your
in.
division.
Exactly. Yeah, and man, I don't know. I truly believe it's a 50-50 fight. Abner Martez, he has a different trainer now, and he's fighting a lot differently. He's fighting more on the outside, keeping his composure, and that's kind of gives Leo Santa Cruz a little bit of troubles. But Leo Santa Cruz, man, he's very aggressive, constantly puts on the pressure, and he's ready to go. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Constantly puts on the pressure, and it's what I personally think it's a 50-50 fight. Let the best man win that night.
Now, I noticed in the face-off, he didn't look at you.
Nah.
Elaborate on that.
I don't know, man. I wanted him to look at me, but he was looking at my chest.
I saw that.
Yeah, it really. I mean, it was nothing. It didn't get to me at all. But the thing is like, I think he's just focusing on himself. I think he's focusing on the game plan. He really don't care about my emotions. He's just focusing on himself, knowing what he's gonna try to do come May 19th. But with me, man, I just wanted to go out there and give the fight fans a great fight. So I feel like him looking at my chest didn't mean anything. I think he's just into his own zone.
I'm looking at that face-off. It kind of looks like Saddam Ali versus Munguia. Like, like honestly, you look like a 135 guy. I mean, you look 130, 135 guy. You have more mass than him. Is the game plan to lean on him in the clinches, kidney shots? I don't know. I'm just asking, I mean, because you're a much bigger guy and he's a much faster guy. Your advantage is, neck to neck, nose to nose.
Exactly, and I am going to be the bigger fight. I was telling everybody, I'm not just no ordinary 126-pound fighter. I'm a big 126-pound fighter. Come fight night, I'll probably be like 138, 139, solid. Just my normal weight, just walking around and just ready to go. I think I am going to be the bigger fighter that night. Not only taller, but just bigger in general. And I think that's going to be one of the key factors. Just breaking him down, walking him down, getting him more fatigued, fighting on the inside, putting the pressure on him, and taking his shots, letting him throw the shots, but taking him and adjusting to his timing. But I don't think his punches are going to be effective at all.
Okay, now you may have the option, assuming you win, Oscar Valdez or the winner of Leo Santa Cruz Abner Martez. Who would you rather have?
Oh man, dang!
Whoever got the biggest payday.
Whoever got the biggest payday. Whoever's offering the most, man.
PBC got more money than top rank, so I mean that's probably an easy. That's an easy.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I want to fight all these guys, man. I want to fight Leo Santa Cruz. I want to fight Abner Martez, Oscar Valdez. Man, those will be arena sellouts, man, in LA. We got the Staples Center, at the StubHub Center. So I just want to deliver these great fights. And Oscar Valdez, he's a badass too. He's a young buck just like me, doing his thing. So that'll be a great matchup as well.
Have you comprehended what the sacrifice your dad has made for you? Have you sat down in your bedroom and really fully grasped what your father did for you?
Yeah, every day, man, and that's why I appreciate him, because not only did he learn boxing just from YouTube and reading books, but he sacrificed everything. He quit his job. He made sure that I was always going to national tournaments. He sacrificed financially for my whole family, just for me to be where I'm at today, and for that I'm forever grateful, and I appreciate him for that, and that's why this fight is going to be dedicated to him. And not only that, man, I know a lot of things are going to open up, and I'm going to be able to bless him and make sure that I'm showing him that I was really appreciated.
My last question. What's the greatest advice your father's ever given you?
The greatest advice my father ever gave to me was, Joseph, all the success doesn't mean really anything, man. Your main goal is to, be a good person, always stay humble, always be a person, always be a respectable person. Don't let the fame get to you. Don't let the money get to you. Don't let any of that change your character. Make sure that you're always the person that you are today, and make sure that you're the person that you were growing up.
Appreciate you, JoJo.
Thank you, man.
You should be a co-commentator when it's all said and done.
That's what I'm trying to do, man.
I swear. You're great at it. Appreciate
it, bro.
Thank you. Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Yep. Hey, see. Robert, I need to ask you a few questions.
Yes, sir.
I've emailed you guys. I've tried to call you guys. And it's been about 16 months. And we haven't got a response from you guys about the emails, about you guys calling out, hey man, a black Hitler, nigga. And part two to that is Romero is still employed by you guys. And as a black media, as a black man that's from LA, it's grossly insulting that nothing has happened on you guys' part. It seems like you guys don't care about the black fans. Or I'm being 100. I'm being real with you guys.
But that's something. I mean, look, that's something you and I can talk about and sit down and to do. But
I've tried.
Okay.
I've tried for 6 months.
Okay.
I tried
And
to
I
get quotes from
apologize,
my
look.
article. I've tried.
Right now, I want to concentrate on Jojo Diaz and Gary Russell fight. But let's sit down and talk about it.
I've tried.
With me?
Your media. I've
It's
tried.
not. It's
your
not a media thing.
but
It's something to talk. Let's sit down and talk after this press conference. But this is not something you sit down and record unless you don't get what you want after you sit down and talk.
But it's a lack of. The reason why, because I called you for a quote in my article. I called you.
Me?
I only have one number. I don't have your personal
Okay,
number.
so then you call me. You get my number after the press conference, and then you have a direct contact where you could put a face to the number. I'll be more than happy to.
Okay.
But it's. I'll tell you what. It's not anything a race thing, and that's not what we want to turn it into.
I'm not trying to turn it into. But if it happens anywhere in the world, and
The
I
person
if I
who
call
said
you-
it no longer is involved with us.
But but Romero responded to the email, which makes it
So
okay.
no. Because if somebody comes and tells me something about not even race, just something derogatory about somebody else, I have no control of what they're going to say. So
But I'm preview to the information. Though. I'm being 100 with you. Right? I'm preview to the information, and even when after he called,
let's discuss this after. I'll be more than happy to sit down.